ender tank, black ender tank. Aha, laser fluid base, laser drill, more laser drill, 30 more. Black laser lens. Aha, crude oil, biome. Ocean. Zerland crude. Aha, desert. Meow. Beach. Ocean. Lighthouse. Aha. Cold ocean. Ah, cold ocean. Lasers. Aha. Black laser. Crude oil. 20 to 60. Aha. Depth. Up we come. Output. Aha. Add-on. Flux point. Basic. Ultimate universal. D3. Power. Do. Network. Mining. Name. Oil drill. Connect to the power. Crude oil. 750 millibuckets. Aha. Add-on. Lots of add-on. Processing add-on. Feed add-on. Zoom. Filling up fast. Awesome. Fluid extract. Overclock. As fast as we can. And on the up. Fluid insert. Empty. Crude oil. Hello. We are going to be refining crude oil in this episode because we need to make the pneumaticcraft pressurized plastic sheets that comes from refining various different stuff into plastic. That's the plan. And as you saw, we are using the industrial foregoing laser drills, fluid laser drill, to get the crude oil, and buckets and buckets and buckets of it. Now we just need to set up the refinery in our pneumaticcraft area. One little side project that I've been working on is setting up safety measures. So this little setup now turns off my, got to walk all the way around that pipe, my pressers. They've got the redstone input coming in through this thing, so these only work provide a redstone signal. They only work when there's a high signal. So this stupid pipe, this is sending out a redstone signal, and it sends out a strength depending on the number of bars it at. And it looks like at 4 bars, we are emitting a redstone signal of 8. And I want to get closer to 5 bars. So I'm going to move this one. I'm going to add one more redstone to this, which should be as like that. And that might be 2 more redstone. But anyway, so we've still got redstone signal of 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 10 now. I only wanted it to be 9. So maybe I just need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be 10. It's got to be even. So we're going to see if that gets us nearer to 5 bars. You can see the pressure going up now, and these guys are on. So we've got to see if that gets to 5. I want it to stop before it gets to 5. But as soon we can make an advanced one of these where we can really be very specific on what happens here. But for now, this will shut it down, hopefully, when it gets to 5 bars, and we won't have an explosion. They've all got safety modules in anyway, so it won't explode. But right, oil processing. That's the job we're doing now, and we need to make the refinery controller. So if we look at the usages of the refinery controller, we can see here that it can turn crude oil, which is what we've just been getting, into diesel, kerosene, gasoline, and LPG. And plastic comes from processing LPG into plastic. So we are actually going to create this guy and do the 4 things on it and then output that into the system. That's what we're going to do. Let me craft them. We got them as crafting recipes. I think I did have them as crafting recipes. Refinery controller. I think I need to have 4 of them. Index refinery. Refinery? Is it locked? I want to unlock the whole book. How do I unlock the whole book? Bet it's locked. Oh well. Just craft 4 of them. We should have everything to do that. Excellent. And we are going to pop you, and I believe you can just stack them, can't you? I think you can stack them on top of each other, can't you? Oh, that was the processing plant, not the wrong machine, DSD. I wanted the refinery controller. That was the processing plant. Refinery controller. Let's try crafting 4 of them. Thank you. Now I think we can stack them on top of each other. If I look at the GUI, no inputs, not enough refineries. Refineries need to be stacked on from 2 to 4. Not enough refinery. Is there a refinery block? Refinery output. Refinery controller. Refinery output. Do we need to craft these guys. We need 4 of these guys. Right, okay, let's make a crafting recipe for that. Refinery output. No patterns in that one. Oh well, we'll go to this one. Binary output. And in there we go. That's the one we want. The refinery output. Excellent. And I want a 4th one. Ah, I know what I can do. I can pop you. Aha, there we go. Right, problem. Pump fluid into the refinery. We know about that. Poorly insulated. 16 of the 24 block faces which are exposed to the air. That's because all of these are exposed to the air, so we can block all of them up. And we need to provide it heat. So to provide it heat, we're going to use a vortex tube. And I can craft one of them. There we go. I love auto crafting. So this guy, heat at the top when you place it like that, cold at the bottom. So we want to place it like that. Keep doing that. And let's just pop you like that. And now that'll be getting heat, and we can put heat sinks around it. So now I need to pump in the oil here and extract the stuff. Okay, lime cables. Make some lime smart cables, shall we? And I want some import. I want more than that. Make a load of them. And I want an export bus. That's the import buses. And I want an export bus. And we've got lots of acceleration cards. So we are going to export onto this guy, and this is going to be crude oil as fast as you can. And then these are going to be all import buses. Now, hopefully by putting those blocks on there, that poorly insulated thing, 12 now, so it has blocked them. And then we put some lime cables. Just check how many are we using. 4, channel 4, and then we're going to have a few more. Hopefully this is all going to work as I expect. I hope it pushes out. Network booting, 5 devices online. So that should now have crude oil in. And now we just need to get the temperature up. So pressure into that thing and some heat sink under pressure. Pressure tubes. Need to craft some more of them. But let's get rid of all of you for now. Let's craft another, I don't know, 100 pressure tubes. And we're going to want pressure in here. I think this doesn't need pressure. Looking at it, there's no pressure gauge. It's just a temperature gauge. Apply more heat and insulate the blocks. So let's get this guy working. We're not going to be able to walk past that if we leave it like that. It's going to be a little bit annoying, but hey ho. And look, see, I've blocked that pipe off so it doesn't leak because I'm very clever. I'll show you how I do that in a minute. You and you. And now with my wrench, if I right click on the end of that, they connect. So this guy should be getting pressure, and the bottom temperature is minus 200 and the top temperature is 90 odd. And this is now getting hot, and we are producing. We're producing. Aha! So I just need to speed upgrade this lot. Let's go and go up there. So we just need to put our acceleration cards in all of these. And we should see, there we go. We are producing diesel, LPG, gasoline, and kerosene. Excuse my voice. Awesome. Now we can insulate this thing. And we need a sandstone thingy. So pop you in there. Cable anchors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just pop you. Okay, you want to be annoying. Oosh, annoying. Good, okay. It's slow, but it's getting there. Let's have a quick look at the temperature. Temperature's good. This thing's hot. Let's craft a heat sink. We can put a heat sink on the bottom of this. Not there. Thank you very much. And that's now going to get even colder. That's going to get even hotter. Excellent. Now let's insulate it. Now the cool thing about insulating this is it says there's blocks, so you should put blocks around it. But I think if we use glass panes, I think it will treat these like full blocks, so you can still see what's going on. So that should now be fully insulated. Let's check. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. So no problems. It's fully insulated. We've got enough heat, which is great, and we're always on because we've got kind of ridiculous amounts of storage available, and we are producing the things we need. Aha! That's that job done. Next, we've got to turn LPG into plastic, and these 4 machines that I made by accident last time is how we do that. So if we have a thermo-pneumatic processing plant, and this needs pressure and heat, I believe. Let's look at problems. No ingredients, poorly insulated. And it needs, this machine requires or produces heat. I think it needs heat. Looks like it needs pressure as well. We are going to put LPG in here. So let's get an export bus. Am I out of export buses? Let's just create a load, shall we? All right, that'll do. We need an export bus there. Thank you very much. And that's going to be exporting LPG. LPG, drag you over there. And we're going to do that with acceleration cards. We're going to need to craft more acceleration cards. Thank you very much. I love having a system that we can do this with. So you've now got LPG in you. It also needs charcoal. Would an interface be better here? I think an interface would be better there, wouldn't it? Let's get an interface there, and then we can do the 2-in-1. Get you out of there. An interface, please. Thanking you. And we want one of that style, so we can pop you there. And then we want LPG. PG. And how many buckets of that do we want? 4. There you go. We can have 4. And we want a stack of charcoal. And are you going to push the charcoal in? It's not able to push the charcoal in. Disappointing. So let's go back to the export bus idea for now, because it may need to be in a different slot for the charcoal. Maybe the charcoal needs to go in on top. Should we try that? Lime cable. How many have we got coming in here now? 7. Just enough. And we want you to be charcoal. Aha! Charcoal in the top. There we go. And I need some of my acceleration cards that I've crafted a load of. And this won't be producing anything yet because we haven't got the heat and poorly insulated. No valid ingredient. Plastic, thermopneumatic, LPG. Oh, it has to be coal. Oh, okay. Coal. I think we've got a load of coal as well. How much coal have we got? We've got 18,000 coal. I think that might cover us. Okay, now we've got not enough heat. Vortex tube. Vortex, thank you very much. Does it need pressure? It's not saying it needs pressure. So let's get some of our glass panes again. Doesn't say it needs pressure, so that's very useful. Let's insulate this properly. Handy little tip, right? So insulation, not enough heat. So we just need the vortex tube on the bottom. Oh, we need to face it down, don't we? Oh, maybe I can turn it around. Hang on. Can I turn it around with my... Oh, no, that breaks it. Rotate? No. Okay, well, we need to just do this then. Vortex tube, then thermopneumatic plant thingy. Now we're getting some heat, but that needs pressure. Pressure, we're not getting heat, we need pressure. Pressure tubes. All right, so that is now getting hot. Excellent. Let's put a heat sink. Maybe I should just craft a load of these, because you never know how many you're going to need. Doesn't take long to craft them. And we're going to pop you on the bottom there. You're now going to get cold, and we're producing plastic. And now we've just got to put that in the system. What have I got here? 7 channels. So I can add another channel. The final channel. We want an import bus, don't we? Import bus. Import on our acceleration cards and an import bus. Import as fast as you can on the system. And it's importing. So we should now have plastic. Haha! Oh, that's annoying. But hey-ho, nothing we can do about that. Right, that's the plastic bit done. Now heat frames. Right, the heat frame stuff is a little bit more complicated. If we have a look in JEI, we can see that the usages of plastic are very few. They basically turn into plastic sheets, molten plastic into plastic sheets. The fluid encapsulator can put it in a bucket. The only way you can get plastic sheets is through melting down Lego bricks, or in-world solidification, so we could drop a bucket in the world, or with heat frames around an inventory. Heat frames essentially put the heat frame around the inventory and it will heat up or cool down. Will be cooling down. So we'll put that around a chest, but we need to then put in a bucket of liquid plastic, and it will leave the bucket and give us a plastic sheet. So I think we're going to need to do some magic with laser IO and interfaces. First thing I want to do though is make sure I understand how this heat frame works. I suspect I'm going to need a vortex tube on the bottom of it, and I suspect we're going to need to be insulated around it. So let's pop that there. Why am I doing that? Let's not do that yet. Let's do that first, and then we can get rid of you. Now the heat frame is here. Do I right click that on it? Oh, look. Doesn't that look pretty? Can still open the chest. Okay, and now we need a vortex tube because we want to be cooling this guy down. Vortex tube. So actually, vortex tube is going to go that way, and we want to get some pressure to it. So do another one of these this way, I think work. So you've now got some pressure to it. Let's get a heat sink. Pretty sure this is how this works. I've not done this before. So that's getting hot down there. Look. Haha. Okay, what's our pressure look like? It's this lighting bug again. It's so annoying. I can't tell you, people. I can't tell you. That looks like that heat frame is now at minus 200 and whatever. So the chest is very, very cold. Does the heat frame have a whoops, doesn't have a UI. It's just at minus. So that's good. Right. Now, into here, we need to get a bucket. So if I get some plastic, look. If if I get a bucket of plastic, I should just be able... Oh, I've got buckets here. I just want one bucket, please. Thank you very much. I can pick up a bucket of plastic. If I pop that in there, very quickly turns into 2 plastic sheets, and we get the bucket left and 2 plastic sheets. Hooray, we got plastic. Well done, everybody. Right, so we need to somehow input buckets of plastic and output the plastic and the bucket. So I think fluid encapsulator that will need power. This only is the only thing that will need power. So we can just put a flux point on the bottom of it. Flux point, and connect you to the processing and call you plastic bucket. We can probably put some augments in there. Have we got any augment? We can craft one of them, and we can craft 3 of them, and that won't take too long. And so this is going to get input buckets and plastic and output into there. So this is where laser IO is going to come in, I think. So laser IO, we have these guys. They're still crafting. No reason why they should. Oh look, they've just finished. Okay, so on the down, we are going to insert fluids, and we are going to insert buckets of molten plastic, actually. No, just buckets. Going to insert just buckets, and we're going to do that on white. Why aren't you drawing a laser? Configuration. So that's going to insert plastic and insert buckets, and then we want to push out auto output, auto input, and we're going to push out into here those buckets of plastic. Very good. And then here on the down, we are going to extract empty buckets. I need a filter card. Filter on the down. We're going to extract on black empty buckets. Oh, actually, we can do that because that will go in there. So it's just going to cycle round. See what I mean? That's got an insert on white buckets, and that's got an extract of buckets. Actually, we don't need that filter. And we also want to extract... Oh, we do need that filter because otherwise it's going to extract the plastic as well. No, but that's all right. It can extract the plastic as well because we're going to have a interface here. I want one of those big ones. We're going to have an interface because we're going to... In this interface, we're going to have buckets and plastic and a crafting card in case we run out of buckets. Crafting card, crafting card. So that will craft buckets if we need it, and it's going to put plastic in. And we want to, on the opposite of that, we want to extract the fluid, overclockers, and we want to extract the bucket, and we want to insert anything else. So actually I want you to have a higher priority. Okay, let's run through that one more time. So from the interface, we are extracting the plastic, and we are extracting on white, and then on the only insert on white is this one, which is filtered for buckets. So we don't need to make that a higher priority because it's going to insert buckets there, and it's going to insert the fluid that it gets out of here, which is plastic. It's then pushing that in here. So the buckets of plastic are going in here. That will call them. And this is an extract on white. Everything on the down, that's going to insert the buckets here. Otherwise, we need an insert, don't we? Have we got an insert on the back of that? And then we've got an insert on white there. Link those two together. Link that to that. And connect up the interface. It's not going to be this easy, is it? You're online. You're online? I think we're just looping round here. Something's not right. Something wasn't right there at all. I think it's this extract. Of course, that's just going to Oh, yes, we need a filter in there. We want a deny filter of buckets of plastic. I don't want to extract buckets of plastic. How many buckets did you craft? Lots. Oh, no. No, it hasn't crafted lots. It's just got 29 buckets of plastic because of that extract. Right, so if we put those 29 buckets of plastic, should be... the heat frame has now got cold. We've sucked all the heat out of it. Wrong button. Oh, you're not connected. You'll have... Yes. Just turn you off for now. Want the heat frame to catch up because this has got very... So this might be the problem where we have to slow the system down because we've run out of heat. So you should now be... You're all good. So now we just need to... I'm going to let this get very, very cold, and then we're going to watch it and see if this gets to... If this can't maintain its heat doing one at a time. I suspect it can't, and we therefore may have to slow the system down. Go. So the temperature's at 130, getting hot again, getting cold again even, and we don't have the plastic probably now. Yes, we're out of actual plastic. So let's just simulate one going in there, another one going in, another one. So it does, we might need to slow this down because you can see as I put them in, look, it's now at minus 60, minus 70, minus 80, top left if you're wondering where I'm looking, minus 100, and then I put another one in, it takes it down to, so we're losing about 20 degrees of coldness every bucket, but it's still doing it relatively quickly. So if I put them all in there, we really get cold, warm, cold and warm. So you now see that's actually in the positive, but it's still chugging through them slowly. Why I just put that there, I have no idea. Oh, I want that one, 10 more, and it will chug through them. And then as plastic is made through this process, it will turn it into plastic sheets. That to me is a job well done. I'm very happy. Very, very happy, because I thought that was going to be a hell of a lot more complicated than it was. Now we have plastic, we can make PCBs. Bit of a process for PCBs by the looks of it. I need to get the PCB blueprint, which is from the Amazon tablet. You need this because it's in the crafting recipe for empty PCB. No, it's in the crafting recipe for the UV light box. And we need the UV light box in our first setup to get finished PCBs that you go through a crafting process for. So we need to make the Amazon tablet. So how do we make the Amazon tablet? Amazon tablet. Lots of plastic, GPS tool, which we can make. Excellent. And an air canister, which we can make. And we can make the Amazon tablet. Yeah. Okay. So can I use this now? Not enough pressure. Give this some pressure. Is this getting pressure? Slowly. Right, let's go and make some more crafting recipes, because I know there's a number of things we want. We need capacitor crafting recipe and transistor crafting recipe and all that sort of good stuff. So these are all going to go in our pressure chamber crafting. Want that. And I think we've got empty PCBs in the pressure chamber as well. So they're all in the pressure chamber. I don't think we need crafting recipes for anything else. We might as well add the crafting recipe for... Oh no, that's not in the pressure chamber. Okay, let's put these in the pressure chamber. Into this guy down here. Excellent. How's our Amazon tablet doing? Can we actually use you now? We can. Excellent. And somewhere in here, so we need 14 emeralds. And this is cool how this works. We need to get a chest outside, and I want to see, is there etching acid in here? Crude oil, we don't need that. Doesn't appear to be etching acid, because I don't know how to get etching acid. Anyway, this works. This is cool. Let's get a chest, please. Let's get some emeralds. Oh, whoops. Emeralds. I've only got 189,000 of them. That's not many, is it? And let's pop you... Oh, I've got a chest over there, really, but let's pop you there, shall we? Pop some emeralds in it. And I think if we shift right-click on there, that is now... we should be able to place our order. So we want to place our order for you. Right click +1. Right click +1. Right. And actually, I know I'm going to want the laser and do what do you call it as well. So I've placed the order. And look, here comes a drone. Takes the emeralds that it needs. And look, here comes another drone and plops in my order. How cool is that? I love that. I absolutely love that. Right. So we've got the blueprint. So now we can make the UV light box. We just need to craft some of those. UV light box. The UV light box is used to make the success rate of making PCBs much, much better. Let's pop you. Let's go down again. Look, see, it's just so annoying, this lighting glitch. Whenever I log out and stop and start my server, this happens, and it's just ridiculous. If anyone knows why, please let me know in the comments. It would really help. There's something causing it, and I don't know what. But anyway, right. We can put you away. We don't need you now. UV light box. This machine exposes empty PCBs to UV light, making them ready for processing in an etching tank. The longer you expose a PCB, the better. Okay, so let's... we only need to do this once, really. So let's just do this down here. I suspect you're going to need some sort of pressure. Am I right? Yes, it will need some pressure. Pressure tube. Okay, you should now be getting pressure. Very good. Problems. Insert an item to be exposed. So now should be a craft an empty PCB. Should be... Yeah, did you hear it? It's doing it. And we've got to wait for redstone torch. Here it comes. Do your thing. Come on. Hello. Hello. Oh, there's not enough air pressure in it. Okay, we'll just have to wait. Nearly there. Pressure required 1.5 bar. It's not quite a 1.5 bar. Getting there. I think we've got air escaping. Or is it just trying to equalize with this? We should be at 1.5 bar now. Why are we losing air? We're actually losing air. Why are we losing air? I can't hear any air escaping. This pressure is going down. Is it just because it's trying to equalize the pressure? Yeah, so it's trying to put... Okay, so it's trying to put pressure into here to equalize the pressure. So let's give it some time. It was taking forever to equalize the pressure. I think it's because these guys are constantly using it, and it was going to take a long time unless I set more of these things up. But I've just disconnected this pipe, really. So you are now at 1.4 bars, 1.44, and you are now gaining pressure again, and you're at 1.46. So we're nearly there to make the empty PCB, and I think we're going to need more than one. Because I suspect so we're going to need one. Do these don't? I need to make crafting recipes for all of this stuff. 2, 3, 4. I need to make 4 empty PCBs, and I've worked out how to make etching acid. You make it in the pressure chamber with these recipes. So let's go set these recipes up while this gets up to pressure. We want to make some recipes, please. Craft 100 of them. You in there? Right, so I want to make etching acid pattern. Is that a bucket of molten plastic? We might need to grab a bucket of molten plastic. Yes, let's go turn off the plastic maker for now, because you're going to be sucking all the plastic out, by the looks of it. Just get rid of you for now. So plastic, turned it all into, and that hasn't got the heat now. Okay, we'll come back to that. So that was that recipe. Oh, I just did that, didn't I? Okay, we wanted these guys, and that thing, I think, cannon barrel, is that in the system already? No, right, cannon barrel, and those walls need to be made as well. Crafting pattern, crafting pattern, crafting pattern, crafting pattern. So we should be able to make all of that, apart from that, but that's also a crafting pattern, so we can make the finished PCB, and we can pop our etching acid pattern in here. What pressure are we at? Aha! So now we should be able to make empty PCB. I want to make 4 of them. In comes the plastic. In comes the gold. In comes the redstone torch. And it's done. That was so cool. Actually made 6. Okay, now we want to make some etching acid. Because this... Oh no, we need to put these in the UV light box first. Ooh, that's fancy, isn't it? So that's now going to turn that into a 100% successful thingy. In the meantime, I'm going to plop down the etching tank. Now, I think you might need heat. Oh, fill the tank. So it doesn't need heat. It might not need anything, actually. We just need the etching acid. So etching acid, craft what? 4 buckets of that. Missing 4 buckets of molten plastic. I need to reconnect the plastic tube. Okay, that should now be making plastic. Plastic, because it shouldn't be exporting the plastic now. Go. And it's off, and it's getting LPG. Okay, just need to wait. While we wait, we can have a look at this, and it's etch success 54%, 55%. So that's going up. So we just need to wait for some liquid plastic. We can make the etching acid. We can etch them, and then we can make the robots that will do all of this much quicker for us. Isn't this fun? So I think we've got 4 buckets here now. So can we... Oh, no. That one there and that one there. Right, 4 buckets. Can we make etching acid, please? Can I make 4 buckets of etching acid? Start. There is one other thing I'm going to do, and that's put speed upgrades in here, which will mean we... Oh, I don't think you're meant to do that. I don't expect... Oh, I suppose it has to do them individually because they don't stack. And now it's going to put 4 gunpowder in and 4 rotten flesh, spider eyes, I'm guessing. There we go. Oh, it did it. It did it. It did it. Well, we've got 2. And it's just taken the other 2. Look at that. That's awesome. That is awesome. So we now should be able to put you in there. Oh, right. Etching acid in there. That's full. That was a bit of luck, wasn't it? Etching time 150 seconds. I bet if we increase the temperature of you, it will speed up that process. What do you reckon? And put you there. Heatsink on the end. Your temperature's going up. Etching time is still 150 seconds. Etching acid use is 0.01 millibuckets. So the hotter it is, the more efficient it is when it uses the etching acid. Gotcha. So we're just waiting for that to get to 100%. And we'll do the others, but we'll do this one first. Dum-da-dum-da-dum. Dum-dum-da-dum. Probably want security upgrades in those as well. Might be worth putting one of them in there. That doesn't have any pressure. That doesn't have an interface. What other upgrades have we got? What are these? Upgrades, yes. Lots of upgrades. I want speed, but you need other stuff for speed. Coordination. Really. Just have to wait and be patient. 99, 99, 100. Next one. And if I pop you in there, it's doing a thing. Etching time 130 seconds. 2 minutes. Dum-da-dum-da-dum. Dum-dum. I wasn't going to sit here and wait for this to happen, so hopefully this will work. So we're extracting empty PCBs and inserting them in here, and then we're extracting 100% UV lighted and putting them back in there. So hopefully that will do those while we wait. And look, we have an unassembled PCB, which means we could pop that in the system and then we should be able to craft. Actually, that means it's going to use this, doesn't it? So what pressure are we at? It's probably not enough pressure in the system again, because we need to craft 2 of those and 2 of those, and I bet there's not enough pressure in the system. Let's just try, let's just see if we can craft 2 of them individually. So my guess is there isn't enough pressure. Putting the last item in now. Oh, there was enough pressure. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so let's just craft, where's the other one? Those. Oh, I've got 4 of them already. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, PCB, craft me 1 of those, please. We have a finished PCB, and I think that means we could actually craft the missile. Ha 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 ha! We got the missile, so that means we can craft the thingy. Let me go get all the other things. Right, so we need to do this. Let me put all my stuff away. Too excited. Amazon tablet can go in there. You 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 can go in there. All of these things could actually go in here now, because I think I can set up a crafting recipe for the pulsating black hole. How much pressure does this need? 5 bars of pressure. So we're going to have to wait to get to the 5 bars of pressure. But if I pop you in there and then we get this up to 5 bars of pressure. So let's just disconnect from you. I should be able to right click there. So you're still working, you just won't get as hot, and we don't need the plastic anymore. And we have volume increasing. So now we just need to wait until we have 5 bars of pressure, and then we can make the pulsating black hole. So we're up to 3.6. I've added 3 more compressors to this setup just to try and get this going. It looks like we're at 3.6, so we've got a bit longer to go. I'm going to see if we can plop the recipe in, and then it will just wait. I've got access to this for now, so I can see what's going on. Black hole, let's craft. Missing the infinity nuke. It's because that's got thingy, hasn't it? Got charge in it. Well, if we let that charge all the way up and change the crafting recipe to be the fully charged version. Oh, not that one. That should work, shouldn't it? If we change our black... Yes, it's not there. Where are we? That's the guy. Look, there we go. If we change this recipe to be the fully charged version, then when this gets fully charged, which should work, right? Oh, that's not going to work. That thing's got like mammoth amount of stuff in it. So is there a way I can just take... I want it to be any... In fact, look, let's do that, right? Let's do that so it hasn't got the nuke in it. Then we can plop the nuke in ourselves into the recipe, because I don't want to go and look for all of the stuff again that we need. So if I request a black hole and I hit next, it should have everything. It should have popped it all in there. I pop you in there, and now it's going to plop all the things in here. And then when we get up to 5 bars of pressure, which it's doing, oh look, there's the nuke. Ooh, exciting. Ooh, these are all running well. Ooh, by the way, I set this up so we're actually popping the PCBs in there, so we've got a full round system. So I've now got 3 while we've been waiting. Anyway, come on, insert valid items into the chamber to be compressed. Ooh, insert valid items. What else is left? The big... Ooh, that's the last one, I think. And now add air to the chamber. So it's got the right recipe. We're just waiting for this to get up to 4 bar. So it needs 4.9 bar. We're at 4.8384. It's doing this kind of 1 a second, 0.01 bar a second. So we're nearly there. So that's probably 4.88, 4.89. Come on. Any second now. Yes! Ha ha! It's done it, and we've got the pulsating black hole. Yes! And where does this go? I think it goes there, doesn't it? Let's have a quick look. It goes... Yes, 1, 2, 3, the 4th one in on that row. Is that right? No, that one. 3rd row down, 4th one in. 3rd row down, 4th one in. Boom. Oh, yes. And guess what? We're going to call that a day for this episode. And we've got another thing done. How awesome is that? I will catch you lot in the next episode.